Greetings students. Today's lesson is going to be for Standard 4, Chapter 4, Negative Sentences. Please follow the screen for my explanation and the answers to the exercise. Thank you. So today's lesson we begin with Chapter 4, Negative Sentences. So over here it says, a sentence that gives information about the subject is called a statement. I wake up at 6 o'clock. This is a statement. The statement informs us that the subject I wakes up at 6 o'clock, right? The next part says a statement may be a positive sentence or a negative one. What are negative sentences? The opposite of a positive sentence is a negative sentence. I like reading. This is a positive sentence. And I do not like reading is a negative sentence. A positive sentence can be made negative by adding words like no, not, nothing, none, never, nobody, do not, did not, etc. Right? So it says over here, read aloud and understand. I like my new teacher. To turn this into a negative sentence, it says, I do not like my new teacher. Yes, I liked dogs. So this is the positive sentence. To turn it into a negative sentence, it will become, no, I did not like dogs. But this is a mistake. This is not the way to pronounce it. So over here it has a star because this is the wrong way. So over here at the bottom it says, we do not say, no, I did not like dogs. Once the verb do has been changed to did, the other verb in the sentence remains unchanged. So remember that. Then we have, I have been to Europe. I have never been to Europe. Everyone likes him. Nobody likes him. So that's the negative sentence. Then we have, all the boys enjoyed the boxing match. This is the positive sentence. The negative one is, none of the boys enjoyed the boxing match. So we move on to the next one. The next page. And we have, make these positive sentences negative with the help of negative words given above. So these words in the exercise which were given above, like no, not, nothing, none, never, nobody, do not, did not, etc. And also the ones given below, right? You have to use all of these in this exercise, okay? So the first one is already done. It says, I have always been in Mumbai. And to turn that to a negative sentence, it becomes, I have never been in Mumbai. Okay. The next one says, I like reading mystery stories, right? You change that to a negative sentence and it will become, I do not like reading mystery stories. Okay. This is for the guardians. They can see all the answers are written here. So you can pause the video while you're watching it, and all the answers are given here. So the next one, we have, he has some food, and if you want to change this into a negative sentence, it will become, he has no food. Then we have, somebody is at the door. To turn this into a negative sentence, it will become, nobody is at the door. Then we have, something is wrong. So to turn this to a negative sentence, it will be, nothing is wrong. Okay. We go on to the sixth one, and you have, some of my answers were correct. If you want to turn this to a negative sentence, it would be, none of my answers were correct. Then we go to the seventh one, we like such people. If you want to change this to a negative sentence, it will be, we do not like such people. So then we have, yes, I will help him. To turn this into a negative sentence, we have, no, I will not help him. Okay. Then we have the ninth one, open the door. And to turn this to a negative sentence, it will be, do not open the door. On the 10th one we have, I went out last evening, and it also says change when to go. Okay, so in order to change this, it will become I did not go out last evening. Okay, now we go to part B. So in part B it says use both not and never to rewrite each of these sentences. Okay, so they've given one example also before we start the exercise. It says I have eaten sushi. And in order to change these to negative sentences using not and never, so the first sentence, I have never eaten sushi. The second one is I have not eaten sushi. So we will first use never and then we will use not. Okay. So for the first one we have, I have seen the Colosseum in Rome. Okay. In order to change this to a negative sentence, it will be I have never seen the Colosseum in Rome and I have not seen the Colosseum in Rome. Okay. Then we go to the second one. It says Harry has seen the horror film Dracula, right? In order to change this using never and not, it will be Harry has never seen that horror film Dracula and Harry has never seen that horror film Dracula. Okay. Right. Now we move on to the next one. It says Minnie and Donald have visited Disneyland. Okay. In order to change this, you will have to write Minnie and Donald have never visited Disneyland and Minnie and Donald have not visited Disneyland. Okay. The fourth one, I can tell when it will rain, right? In order to change this to negative, so we have I can never tell when it will rain. I cannot tell when it will rain. Okay. Then the fifth one we have, my teacher has won the best teacher award. In order to change this to negative, we have my teacher has never won the best teacher award and my teacher has not won the best teacher award. Okay. Right. There you go. My teacher has not won the best teacher award. Not is one of the most common ways of expressing the negative in a sentence. We can shorten the word not to N apostrophe T with the help of an apostrophe and add it to the end of a positive verb. Read the examples. So the positive is. If you had to make it negative and it was is not, that can also be expressed as isn't. Okay. If you put an N apostrophe T, so is not becomes isn't, right? So do is a positive, and then if you want to make it a negative, it's do not. It can also be written as don't, again by putting a N apostrophe T. So in the same way, we have not becomes haven't, right? Cannot can also be said as can't. Okay. Could not can also become couldn't, and will not becomes won't, right? So in this case, the next exercise will be revolving around this. Okay. So shorten the word in bold type in these sentences and rewrite them. I will not go to the concert tomorrow. The first one is already done. I won't go to the concert tomorrow. So over here, the N apostrophe T and makes the word, will not short form won't. So this is the way you have to do the other sentences as well. So we move on. The second one says, Mr. Bob said that he could not do such a horrible thing. So in order to make this a negative sentence, it will be Mr. Bob said that he couldn't do such a horrible thing. So over here, these are the answers. The guardians can help their children. You can pause the video here and see all the answers and write them down. And Help the children, give them clues so that they can finish the exercise. I have already done them, so I'm going to recite them. The next sentence will be, I have not locked the front door, right? So in order to make this negative, it will be, I haven't locked the front door. The next one will be, today is not Monday. So in order to make this negative, it will be, today isn't Monday. Then we have, do not tease the dog, right? So in order to make this negative, it will be, don't tease the dog. Then the sixth one we have, we cannot go out to play today, right? So in order to make this negative, it will be, we can't go out to play today. The seventh one is, this is not true. So to make this negative, it will be, this isn't true. The eighth one says, I did not do my homework, right? In order to make this negative, it will be, I didn't do my homework. The ninth one will be, they did not go out. In order to make this a negative sentence, it will be, they didn't go out. Then we have, he will not tell a lie, right? In order to make this a negative sentence, we have, he won't tell a lie. So over here, always remember that you put an apostrophe after the N apostrophe T. Whenever you do this exercise and you make them short, so is not over here became isn't, for example, in the fourth sentence. Whenever you combine them, you write the first three letters together and then you put an apostrophe just before the T. This you have to maintain in every sentence when you do this exercise, okay? The last exercise the children should try on their own, but just so that the children have the answer, I'm going to read the paragraph out. So in this exercise it says, read this paragraph quietly to yourself, then read it aloud using must or mustn't, okay? So in the fill in the blanks over here, you must use must and mustn't at the correct places. I'm giving the answer now, but try this on your own. So the old magician instructed Aladdin, once you enter the cave, you must look for an old brass lamp. When you find it, you must put it in your pocket. You mustn't try to rub it clean. Also, you will see many treasures. You mustn't rob anything. The moment you come out, you must hand over the lamp to me. You mustn't try to run away. Okay? So this is the way you need to fill in the blanks using must and mustn't in this exercise. I've given the answer, but I want you to try this exercise on your own before you listen to the answer I gave you. Okay? Stay safe, stay well, take care. God bless you.